Imagine a place where nothing is ever lost, a perfect archive. Kim lived there. His memory was superhuman. He could look at a book just once, and the entire text would be instantly copied, every comma, every full stop, backward and forward. He memorized thousands of atlases. He could tell you the absolute shortest route between any two cities on Earth. Scientists were fascinated by his anatomy. His brain was larger, but it lacked the bridge connecting its hemispheres. His brain adapted, building new, bizarre connections. He could store everything. But when you asked Kim why the path he chose was the shortest, or when you asked him to solve a problem that required understanding, Kim froze. The information was there, but he didn't know it. He only had it. For most of us, remembering isn't the goal. The goal is use, true knowledge. And to get there, we have to recognize that your brain isn't a museum of stored artifacts. It's a laboratory, a workshop. This workshop has two rules. The first rule is that learning doesn't happen on the loading dock where boxes of information are piled high. That is just consumption. Most of us spend our lives trying to consume faster. We binge tutorials, triple-speed lectures, listen to 10 books at once. But we have biological limits. When consumption is too high, the workbench gets overwhelmed. You enter passive mode. You reach the bottom of the page and cannot recall a single word. You aren't learning, you are overeating, and eventually your mind goes into a state of mental vomiting. You forget 90% of what you just consumed because you left it on the conveyor belt. It's not what comes in that matters, it's what stays in. To manage the workflow, you must use the 5 tools of the workshop. P is for procedural, the technique, the how. When you read how to do something, do not just study it, practice it, now. A is for analogous, connecting new ideas to what you already know. Use the tool of critique. Ask, where does the analogy break? That is where the deep understanding lives. C is for conceptual, the why. Knowledge isn't linear, it's a network. Your tool here is mapping. Stop taking notes in lines, start building a web. E and R are evidence and reference, the data and the details. Store them in your system and rehearse them later. Do not waste your deep digestion time trying to memorize them while you read. I used to think the fear of public speaking was a wall. I thought if I just read one more book, I'd finally be tall enough to climb over it. But you don't climb a wall of fear, you build a bridge of understanding. I stopped binging. I started practicing. I realized my brain wasn't broken, it was just full of undigested food. Learning is not an act of possession, it is an act of transformation. If you spend all your time taking things in, you'll never have the time to become the person who can use them. You've spent the last few minutes consuming this story. Now it's time for stage 2, digestion. Don't let this be another video you simply watch and forget. Take the first step in practicing what you've learned. Take the free 2-minute speaking confidence assessment. Find out exactly where your workshop needs the most work and start building your bridge today.